Kirran,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
You too.
Thanks for coming along. First of all, congratulations. You've just been elected in the last week. How does it feel, first of all, and what was that campaign week like for you?
Campaigning was hectic, but I loved every second of it. I mean, it was so nice to meet students on a grassroots basis and just to see people that I've known for ages and some that I hadn't known before. And it was so nice to be able to speak to people about what I stand for, who I am, and what I'll do as Vice President.
You received the highest number of first-round votes in the entire election.
I did, yes.
Tell us about that. That must be a good thing.
It was an electric feeling. Again, quite overwhelming to be fair. It still hasn't properly sunk in a week later that I was the highest, because all throughout campaigning I was speaking to people and always thinking, have I done enough? Have I done enough? And then on Friday night, I sort of got myself a drink and thought, I actually have. And it was so exciting to be able to believe that I've actually done this now.
Some students might not know much about you. Tell us about the real Kirran. What gets you out of bed in the morning?
The real Kirran is not that different from the Kirran on camera today or the Kirran in real life. I'm the same person. Out of bed in the morning, usually breakfast. It tends to be my commute, because I commute in from outside of Cambridge.
So you're determined?
I'm very determined, yeah. I think that demonstrates the fact that I'm quite willing to be here for a 9 a.m. on a Friday.
And punctual?
Punctual as well.
What about hobbies or interests, or what's your passion, really?
I like puns, in case no one knows that already.
Really?
I'm a passionate punner. I'm looking forward to creating puns across the entire university.
What's your agenda for the role? What are your key priorities as the Vice President?
Primarily, I want to represent students. I mean, it's quite cliche now, you might have heard it more times than I can count, but it'd be nice to be able to really work with students on a level that hasn't been done before. I mean, coming up through the business faculty for the past couple of years and knowing so many people from other faculties as well, I feel that I'm uniquely placed to be able to represent students and what they want. I've put policy through council before and it hasn't passed, for example, but I feel like that's an excellent opportunity to be able to get people to know who I am and to know what I stand for. So a key priority identified by myself through SU surveys and speaking to people was the fact that people wanted books plus printing, for example, or free printing, or just a sort of a change to the printing system, because it costs a fortune. And the old argument is, why are we paying so much money when we have to pay for printing? And I see that argument because it's what students want. So my key campaign promise would be to allow for books plus printing, or to lobby for that. Secondly, more social space on campus. We've been lobbying here for a permanent bar, it feels like forever now. And we will get one because it's needed.
You mentioned that you'd previously attempted to instigate a kind of boycott of the National Student Survey.
I did, yes.
It wasn't passed by the Student Council.
That's correct.
Is this something that you're going to be looking to prioritise again in the future?
I think that at the time the conversation was worth having, as I said. But as you said, the students didn't think so. I mean, at the end of the day, my remit as Vice President and as a normal student is just to represent students' wishes. So whether or not the policy will continue, whether or not I will push it further, only time will tell, because I can't comment, because I can't speak for all students at this time.
How are you going to ensure that you remain accessible to students when you're in the role?
I think that because I throw myself into everything that I do, I'll be quite accessible normally, either through speaking to me in Helmore Street or on Chelmsford, for example, through social media, through the SU channels, or just by knowing me as a person. I mean, I'm quite relatable, I'm quite accessible by nature.
You've done a lot of work for Anglia Ruskin.
Yes.
Across the last year or so. What kind of work have you done for
everything from applicant days, open days, part of my Labour's internship for my faculty, just being the face of the university to other students and the outside world.
So, how would you respond to students who might be concerned that you'll therefore struggle to challenge the university when needed if you have represented it so much in the past?
It's quite easy to represent something that you don't necessarily agree with all the time. I mean, I feel that the fact that I've represented the university allows me to be able to know people that other students perhaps might not, and allows me to be able to stand for things that other students might not know about. So I think that I'm uniquely placed to be able to challenge the university on points that the students and myself don't agree with.
In your manifesto, you did say you wanted to build a sense of belonging for everyone. how do you plan to achieve that?
So the tagline of my campaign was to put the unity back into community. It's quite cheesy, Adam, but it basically means that there's no sort of family atmosphere on either campus. So you've got both individual departments and faculties that work independently, which is fantastic, but not necessarily together. So the idea is we want to create one family around Anglia-Ruskin and make us all sort of Anglia-Ruskin proud, to quote the hashtag. And so, for example, I'm a business student, but I don't know what the media department are doing. Why is that? Why can't we move forward together?
Do you think that kind of togetherness can be achieved from everyone being involved in the Students' Union a bit more?
Yeah, I think it could. I mean, we've got an excellent Clubs and Societies scheme. We've got course-based societies coming into form now, and I think it's an excellent opportunity to get involved into shaping the world around us.
Thank you very much for talking and answering my questions, and good luck in the role.
Thank you very much, Adam.